Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Beacon Pines. Last time we left off, some jerk kid kicked some kind of crazy slime into Beck's hair, and that was really rude.
The best policy.
And now we're on the best policy.
Luka paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Yeah. So, I'm wondering what to do about the Chronicle, because I'm like, should I go back to... Okay, it looks like I've done everything down that path, actually. I thought there was more to do down the shit path, but it has a check mark now, so I think we're good there. So, there's other things I can do with this path, though, if I go back. I could see how it ends differently. Maybe we could do that? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Since I've already finished off all of this stuff, we can go back and see how all of these things change. So let's go over here again. Well, time to bust out the... strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Start speaking backwards. Alright, Luka, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. It's not being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luka snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luka launched himself into his stomach.
Arg!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Uh-oh. Okay, so you didn't get hit by the ooze, Beck, but Iggy is messed up in the ooze. You jerks, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle? Oh, we got a charm, though. Yes, need that. I don't... Feels so good. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected this might be what would... Oh, jeez. I don't like how your eye... I don't like the eye. Oh. I mean, I don't like a lot of this, but the eye creeps me out. I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup. Oh, no. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
Now I'm gonna get blamed for... Oh god, I've seen this shit happen before. Now I'm gonna get blamed for the... Iggy's gonna go run to his parents and say like, oh, they did some horrible things to me. And then the parents are gonna be mad at me, and then Rollo's gonna get in trouble. We have to find Rollo. Took the words out of my mouth. Come on, let's go, Killua. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you two up in this part of town? Are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. Starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. Can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luka, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luka.
Don't trust you as far as I can throw you. I don't trust it. I am wondering if this path is the worst of the two. Because the potential repercussions of Iggy being like that messed up seem way worse than your hair being slightly older. Just a little bit gray. But it could have more repercussions for Beck. But I'm imagining the Iggy one's going to be a bit worse. Plus, there's this whole thing that didn't happen last time. I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Actually, this may have happened on the other path too, but I didn't actually go down here, right? Sure. Glad he's okay. Beck, please be careful. Alright.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luka, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me.
Yep.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4.
Okay, no, that was different. Yeah, okay, so no, it was totally different. Okay.
Our harvest awaits.
That's a different chapter 4.
Luka took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Okay, so... Oh, I can't look at the tree yet. Yeah, because we didn't have the run-in with that weirdo. Right? Because didn't Beck just, like, kind of run home after freaking out about the hair? I believe so. Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Alright, so is that... So, if we... Oh, now I can struggle at that path, at the Warehouse of Horrors. And yeah, different things can happen here depending on what I do. Huh. Let's move forward down this path a little bit, and then I might go back to the Warehouse of Horrors, and... This seems like the biggest, actual branch we've had so far. Maybe I should go a little bit further down this path before we go to that one. I don't want to have to keep resetting myself here, so... Yeah. Let's, go back. Alrighty. Anything to do around here? Oh, Grandmama! Gran? No, I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Oh wait, should I go downstairs and search some things? Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rollo is safe and sound. I mean, that's what they said. Out here, maybe? No? Okay, so you must be in your room, then. Gran, did they get you? Please don't tell me you're in a big drum of goo right now.
I was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. Guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Is it a good thing, Luka? Is it?
Luka was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luka hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luka's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luka closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb.
I remember when my dad and I went fishing when I was younger. We were using earthworms that we got from like a local store around here. You could basically just buy earthworms at gas stations where I lived because it was a very small town. And we went in there and we got some earthworms. We fished for like hours with those. Nothing. We saw this person on the shore. They were just pulling fish in like basically as soon as they put their line out. And we're like, "What are you using for bait?" And they were like, "I have maggots," and the fish love them. So they sold us a little bit of maggots, and we fished with those, and I immediately caught a fish like 5 minutes later. It was crazy. I was like, it's magic. Why do fish like maggots so much?
Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc.
It's always so nice when that happens, when it's like a perfect arc and you hear the reel going
The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over.
Hmm?
Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right.
Yeah.
Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luka scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad, we have to go! Luka grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run! The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luka. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luka's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luka tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Oh. Damn, that was some storytelling. That was some storytelling. Holy.
I struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
That was really, really enthralling. I was very, very much absorbed into that, and this narrator is doing a fantastic job. And yeah, someone mentioned this is Morse code, and now that I hear it, I'm like, yes, that absolutely is Morse code. I wouldn't be able to translate it because I don't know Morse code, but I can recognize it because it's like ... long, ... long, stuff like that. Alright. Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Does Rollo just have the walkie-talkie and is pressing it to try and let me know where he is? Luka. Rollo, is that you? Luka. There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luka, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What, the man in the hazmat suit? It took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Yep, you're in the Umbrella Lab. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in it, for now, at least. Maybe we should do, like, noises. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no, trust. He's... Yeah, I mean, yeah, he looks incredibly evil. Like, absurdly so. Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luka held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to get to the treehouse. The treehouse. Get to the treehouse. Okay.
For good.
Yeah. What was he trying to say about the treehouse? Get to the treehouse, I believe. I mean, there were too many spaces for it to be 2 in the middle, but get to the treehouse sounds like what I would think. What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal, of course. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luka grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Let's go. Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. My God, this is getting pretty wild. We're getting there. We are certainly getting there. Alrighty, let's go. So, let's see. I just want to explore some of these other areas and stuff. It's like really early in the morning right
I
now.
heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So I'm imagining since Beck went with Kerr, Beck is now, like, captured as well. It's just me. It's a solo mission right now. And there's probably some way where I can make it where I have Rollo and I have Beck. Possibly struggling with the hazmat person, because in that version of this, Rollo never came with me. So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
Mr. Tolliver, you were the one that ran the farming stand, right? We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. I was wondering for a second, I'm like, no, Gran, please don't be evil, but no, it seems like you all are cool. Here, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. Just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luka holding up? He's fine. Shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement? Are you, like, the rebel group? Is Gran, like, a secret badass with that cane? I hope so.
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. What? Oh, I saw you stop. Gran, why are you meeting with Miss Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luka. Luka! That would surprise the shit out of me, too. Especially after what we've been through. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you, though, Dawn. Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. Oh wow, you did one of the Assassin's Creed tailing missions, I'm sorry. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Call from here in Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luka, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Bye, Dawn. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luka. Just creepily recede back into the bushes. Alright, you do you, Dawn.
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and a sort of...
Okay, yeah, no, nothing there. Okay, you two. The little, like, Yorkie and, the kid from Valentine, the kid Valentine. Should I do that? So, is there going to be another option here, or not? I have so many, okay, there are finally more. My god, I kept wanting to check it.
Luka wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
Tape. Interesting. Alright, let's see what we can get. Because, yeah, I was like, there's gotta be a reason they keep letting me come back here, right? I'm glad I checked again. I was starting to give up hope, but I'm like, no, I gotta keep checking. Yeah, gotcha. What is that? Piece of paper? Got a bunch of big words written on it. Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights, with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD and surrounding area, has been rejected. Who's that for? Applicant Valentine Estate. Good. Good. Yeah. They got rejected to get more land. Struggle.
Luka placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Sinkers are good. So could I re-examine this stuff? I guess I would have to put the thing back in to re-examine it because this can't be before Valentine Estate. So no, it's impossible for it to be before Valentine came because one, Luka's here, and two, the Valentines are what put him on the map. So it has to be they were looking to get even more land and it was denied. They got enough. You got a big ass estate. Leave some land for everybody else. Alright, get over here. I might be being way too easy on this thing, but when the rod starts shaking, I get scared. That's a message in a bottle. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. 80 proof? Let's leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Alright, well that's all I can do right now, but hey, we did some more. Okay. So, I gotta get to the treehouse, but obviously I want to talk to these two dorks. And I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Okay, what sign did you screw up? Something for the festival, I'm guessing? No, it still says festival over there. Oh, maybe you screwed up the sign that's, like, that cloth is covering something else? Yeah, the cloth is probably covering, like, something else. The such and such festival, and they screwed with that. Okay, well that's gonna be interesting to see. Better hurry up to the treehouse. Sorry, I had a need to explore. But sure, we can go to the treehouse. Oh, wait. Since you're not blocking, can I? No. I mean, it would be weird for me to just be able to barge in someone's house. This is not a JRPG. Alright, this way. Keep out. Wow. There's a light on in here? Oh, I didn't have a... Oh, yeah, we had, like, these things. Okay, well, I could chill. Anything else interesting to do in here? So the radio is actually what it wants me to go to. Yeah, we don't have to interact with that. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Uh-oh. Am I about to get captured because I'm basically just broadcasting exactly where I am to them? Like, maybe now's not a good time to contact Rollo because he's being carried off by someone, or Rollo's already dead and they have the walkie-talkie and they're like, we have one at the treehouse. Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Luka, I think we need to get the hell out of this treehouse. Who's there?
Luka could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you'd better come out right now.
Strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hunt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luka's throat.
But you, Beck. Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luka stared at the ground for a moment.
Oh
trying to place
no.
the dampened voice.
I saw the ears and the tail and I was like, oh, it's a cat. No, it's Iggy.
The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luka.
Yup. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luka reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your
Luka
fault.
slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luka saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luka! Luka! Rollo? It's not safe, Luka. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luka, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God, that's no. No. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luka, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh God, they're all the same. Oh, that's creepy. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luka, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They were saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luka, what do we do?
Luka grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luka and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
What? Is it gonna shoot plungers?
The Mission Control Defense Kit. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though, we're here to help. Help? And why were you chasing me? Luka, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luka. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luka. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. He told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is! Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a harmful thing to say, Luka. I thought we were buddies. I really want to kick your face in. I don't think that's something I do with a buddy. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is going to give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
His grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luka. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luka. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luka's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luka?
Luka drew himself up and decided to take the only option he had left. Fight!
Luka drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luka summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rolo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luka, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
End
With a
this.
nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
Oh god.
As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luka looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Oh, that was a bad end. Okay, we're gonna get attacked by an army of red pandas, and that's it.
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
Yeah, I didn't expect the weird cannon to actually do anything. I mean, look at how many there were, and all it was armed with was a plunger. If it had connected, what was I even gonna do? It's suction cup to his face, and then I would pull him up there with us?
Let's put a pin in this for now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a different path. Alright, fight is not gonna work out. So we could tickle instead, or we could go over here and struggle. We could tickle. I think... I want to find out what happens if you struggle. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luka could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luka swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go.
Oh, do you need the mask or you're gonna get infected, you stupid idiot? Eat shit.
Luka was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
Alright. We're reset back a little bit, but things are different now. I managed to get away. Alright. With that, we are going to go ahead and end this episode off. Stuff definitely popped off this time. Very, very enthralled by this story and super interested in seeing how everything unfolds. It's so cool going down the paths and it's just like, no, that is a game over path. And it's like, you gotta go find somewhere else. It's neat to have that happen to like, I don't know, it's like, too often in games, it's like, there's not a proper, like, you died path. You know what I mean? There's like, bad ends and like, you know, some things that slightly change based off of your decisions, but you don't play like a 40-hour or a 60-hour JRPG and it's like you get to this one part and you make a wrong decision and the game's like, nah, you died. That just doesn't really happen a lot anymore, so it's kind of cool to actually have serious consequences from some of my decisions. Because a lot of times the games nowadays, when I make a decision, I'm like, I mean, this isn't really going to affect anything, really. Like, it's not going to make any crazy impact on anything. Or the characters, it's just like, oh, well, maybe this character will have a different reaction to me the next time I see them, or something small. But there's no real impact to the decisions I make a lot of times. But this is like, no, a seemingly pretty innocent decision, like choosing to be strange or tickling, can lead to vastly different outcomes, and that's pretty interesting. So, alright, I guess we're going to go ahead and end this episode of Beacon Pines off here. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.